So just about to leave, but I thought do your room tour before we go. So ignore the towels, but this is the bath, nice big tub. We've got dual mirrors, is and hers sinks. Massive shower. Toilet, we an aeroplane flush my yard. And then as you come out, you've got a big wardrobe with coat hangers, ironing board, and a little suitcase shelf. I think if you've got multiple people, you'll be able to get the adjacent room, which is here. But yeah, massive king size bed. Pull out drawer that side, plenty of drawer space this side. That's a mini fridge that you have to pay everything for, so don't touch that unless you want to. Again, you pay everything for these on here. This is where the safe is. Free safe. Just put your code in. Couple of chairs to dine me and a desk to sit at. And then a half decent view to finish. It's been a cracking holiday. I'm going to check out now and enjoy the last few hours while we're still here. So, last day in Vegas. We've just checked out. We don't fly till 9 o'clock tonight now, and it's now 10 o'clock, so we've got a long time. So we're going to make most of it. We're going to go and get a breakfast at Cosmo at the Henry. Nikki gave us that tip, so thank you Nikki and Claire for that one. See what that's like. Then we're going to probably do a mixture of gambling and shopping today, and then grab some more food before we go home tonight, because again, thanks to Nikki and Claire for putting us in now. There's not much once you get through the other side at Harry Reid's at that time, yeah, sorry. So that's good to know, because we'd have been starving if not, because I definitely won't have eaten plain food, because I'm not a massive eater. Well, I'm a big eater, just don't eat a lot of food because I'm very picky. It's definitely cooled down a bit today. From our room, you can see that there's quite a decent smoke. Like, you can usually see it at mountains, but you can't see anywhere close to it today. And I know that they're planning on there's going to be a thunderstorm here tomorrow. So the temperature has been about 45 degrees all week, and it's going to drop down to close to 26, 27 tomorrow. So that's nearly a 20-degree drop, which is going to be massive. So, and it's UFC weekend, so as much as I don't want to go home, if there is a time to go home, today is probably the time before it gets absolutely rammed and before it absolutely bangs it down tomorrow. So yeah, just off to Cosmo now. We'll check out this breakfast and I'll put some pictures on. Mussels for breakfast. So we're just at the Wicked Spoon buffet, just checking out everything they've got. Thai hot curry. So just in Cosmo, we've just ate a Wicked Spoon. I'll give you a review on that in a minute as we walk into the next one. But we've just got the flags feature, and within the flags feature we've got the Olden Spin. So let's see if we can get a nice little major. That'd go nice. Be a nice way to top up holiday. I'll take out though, to be fair. Come on. Last but not least, keep us alive. Yes. Only small numbers, but we're getting there. One there. Last one. Hit. Oh, never mind. But a little bit there, bonus win bonus. $17. I think we've got 2 spins left. No, no. Not more than 2 spins left. Wilds would have been nice there. Re-trigger and a bit of wild action. Oh, nice. Oh, what a blocker. Balls. Oh, another blocker. All these new extra spins are doing now, don't they? Oh wow, that's got to be good. Nice. Balls. Last one. Balls. Oh. Never mind, not too bad a flag bonus. Back in again with another flag bonus. See if we can do as good as last time, that'd be nice. Good start. Balls. Oh. That could be decent, they're not a bad seat for them, I don't think. Yes. That's 2 Oldham spins off of this. We're doing alright on these. Let's have a mini or a minor. Or anything to start with. It's good, but they're all low numbers. Last one. Oh, kept us alive. Well, I won't be complaining at all the low numbers if we get 10,200. Come on. Oh, never mind, this will be a pretty low one. Put the all up. Three games left. Balls. Oh. Last one. Balls. Oh. Never mind, $30 back in, and we've got a mine, as you can see, $100. Happy days. Let's see if we can add to this. Let's have a major. It's the only thing we're missing all holiday. Something there. Come on, keep us in it. Ah, oh, there's another minor flying about there. Still, very good spin in there. Cha-ching. That's a rain bonus off a few spins later. We're backing up flag bonus again. We're having a great time on this machine. Tiny bit on 9s. Literally what a tiny bit. Wild. Bit of 9 action again. Worst one. Balls. Oh, blocking out. Might not be bad, I don't know. Oh shit. Whoa. Rubbish bonus tenner, but better than now. So we put 40 into Lockett Lane Cuff and Puff. Finally got 3 games. Let's see if we can get something back. We need a really good bonus here, though. And that is not a good start. Oh, does it automatically on this one? Wow. This is a bit shit. I think that's all bonus, isn't it? That's crap. It's going to be about $10 this, I can see it already. So we've got a lot of houses, but they're all shit ones. Come on then, Bobby. Do your worst. And they're all shit numbers. Unbelievable. Wow. What a shocking bonus. Wow, what is the point? Never mind. So we're just heading out of Cosmo now. Gonna cash this voucher out of 200. So Dragon Link's been good to us again. We've had 14 Dragon Link and 14 Huff and Puff. Got nothing back from Huff and Puff, but 200 quid from his 14 Dragon Link. And we played that down a bit as well. Just got back from Wicked Spoon Buffet as well. It is in the name, it is wicked. There's loads of variety of food. I'm quite a picky eater as well, so they help out with the, if you want something without sauce and everything. There's such a variety of food. The desserts are beautiful, and I'm not. There were loads. The service is brilliant. Plenty to choose from. The beef, the meats, they've got Chinese, they've got Asian, they've got American, they've got everything you can ask for. And we paid $80 and we had a $13 credit to use off that as well. So by the time we tipped, we were probably about $80 all in. So for what you get, it's really good value for money. I'll attach some pictures to the video, but I'm just going to cash some money out now, then we're off shopping. So last few minutes in Vegas before we head back to Bellagio, get us cases and set off back to airport. Been a good day today. We've won another 200 down at Cosmo. Went shopping. Went up to Premium North Outlet. Some nice shops up there. Uber tried robbing us on the way back, but we ended up getting a taxi which cost us $20. So then we come back. We've put 100 we won 100 at Bellagio before we cashed out all those Bellagio tickets for like $400, I think it was, for the week. And then we've gone into Cosmo. We've put 120 in, come out with 50. So we're 70 down on that play, but across the week we are probably about 700 quid up from Cosmo itself, so we've done pretty well. So all in all, we're taking $1,080 back, so can't grumble. It's been a fun trip, enjoyed it. Obviously first time to Las Vegas, hoping to come back next year, all been well. And yeah, if I have any more interesting bits or things to add, I will let you know. Just one thing maybe to add is when we ate in Blue Ribbon in Cosmo the other night, my wife's got a very good point that if you're wanting to do it on a bit of a cheaper basis, gamble in the casino, make sure you get a drink and then take your drink into the restaurant, because they allow you to do that. So we literally went into this restaurant. I got a lemon drop martini and I had a fresh Stella, and it means you don't have to buy a drink in actual restaurants. So there's a little tip for you that we thought afterwards, wow, yeah, that was a good idea, that. So we're all checked in, just about to go through security at Harry Reid Airport. It's been an amazing trip. Really sad to be going home, not gonna lie. Got a nice Uber off a Philippine man. Told us all about what's going on for Las Vegas. We're just about to go through security, so I can't put it in a video now, but I'll do a summary of the vlog when I've finished. But it's basically all information about what's going off with Mirage and Rio Hotel and all that, so be sure to tune into the summary. So guys, it's 3 weeks on since we got back. We're in rainy England, back at work, so if I look tired, that's probably why. But just a little summary video on our first trip to Las Vegas. I've got a notepad with everything written down that I want to say, because I will forget it if not. But in summary, the trip itself, it were everything that we wanted and more. There were a few things that we expected before we went. There were a few things that we never would have imagined in as wildest dreams. So I'm just literally going to bullet point it and keep this short and sweet. So the things that we kind of expected, that we thought were right, is everything that's far away. And we knew that purely because we have friends that go out there quite often. And it's so true. I think my wife took 5 or 6 pairs of different trainers, and she ended up wearing one all week, and that's purely because they were the most comfiest. So yeah, you think everything's far away, but when you get there, everything is so much further than what you think. So yeah, wear comfy clothing. I think my wife recommends wearing cycling shorts under all your dresses for you ladies, because she said it was a god save. We got there on Labour Day, which was absolutely manic. It was the Sunday night, I believe. So that was coming towards the end of it as well. I'm not sure if many people would have gone home by then, or if they would have gone home on the Monday. But what I will say is, especially from a first timer's point of view, is if you go to any event, so a massive boxing fight, for example, F1 next year, it's going to be absolutely heaving. Now, to people that go to Vegas all the time, they will know this, but this particular vlog's been purely from a newbie's point of view. We are going to go back next year. We've got many more things. I am not just going to be doing Vegas vlogs, because we travel quite frequently. We're off to Paris in a couple of weeks, start of December. Then I'm doing a skiing trip with my friends in January. Then we are off to Mexico in April. We will be fitting another holiday in around early September time, before hopefully returning to Las Vegas in October. So busy. I will be vlogging every single one of them, all being well. Now I appreciate if you are massive on the Vegas vlogging and you don't want to watch anything else, that's fine. But I just love vlogging. It's something I've loved doing for many years, never been bothered to put it on YouTube. So I thought, why not give it a bash this trip? So yeah, sorry I went on a bit of a tangent then, but yeah. So it'll be mega busy on big events. Another thing is, it's very expensive. And one comparison that we can make is, for example, we at Egg Slope, which were amazing. We will do it again, but it is so expensive. I think it worked out at about $50, which is roughly, when we went, were around 50 quid. So that means it's nearly 50 quid for 2 breakfast muffins, which is extortionate. So yeah, it's so expensive. Everything is mega expensive. And the other thing that we thought were right were players cards. Definitely get a players card. Even if you're not a massive gambler, As you'll have seen through my vlogs, I'm not a massive gambler, neither is my wife, but I mean, to this point, we haven't got any comps or anything like that. We do have discounts on room rates, but while we was in Vegas, we probably only put about $250 through Cosmo, and that was mainly through food at Blue Ribbon, and we ended up getting £15, the equivalent of £15 off at Wicked Spoon, which you will have seen by now. So even if it's just little things like that, it's worth getting. And then if you're booking direct, which we're hoping to do next year, it all depends on the price of flights, you will get lower whether you get a room comped or not, you will still get like the lowest guaranteed rate, so it's worth doing. And I've been checking bits and bobs out, and you're looking at about, for a 5 night stay, you'll probably save about £50 to £60 per night, so it's well worth doing. So the things that we learned is nobody cares about what you do. Nobody judges you. Everyone, I mean, my wife, I think she was pretty conscious about me filming as we're walking through places, but nobody batted an eyelid. Yeah, everyone's doing their own thing. Everybody that's there quite often has seen it all before. So just be yourself, do what you want to do, but mainly just enjoy yourself. Second thing that we learned, which I probably don't do enough, is don't be afraid to ask for something if you want it, because the Americans certainly aren't compared to us in the UK. We're not very cheeky people, but it really is a case of you don't ask, you don't get. A lot of people I know that have asked for extra free play, see if they can waive the fees, etc, etc. I've not quite built up the cheekiness to do that yet. Maybe next year, but I know it definitely works, because I've seen a lot of people while we were there and on vlogs ask for things, and they'll get it. For example, we were at the M Life desk in Bellagio. This guy come up, he'd been there for 3 nights, he had $350 free play, and I'm not sure if it was part of a deal that were going on at the time, because this was on this was on a Thursday, and they was doing a deal at the time. If you go to the M Life desk between the Monday and the Wednesday, you get free play doubled. But this guy went on a Thursday because it was our last night, and she just dipped his card or scanned his card, whatever she did, and he said, can I have some more free play? And she said, you know what, yeah, she gave him an extra £500 free play. I did pluck up the courage to say, is there anything you can do with my account? And of course she said no, which puts me straight on the back foot. The last thing that I would say we didn't expect is Ubers. So we thought we was going to do a lot of taxis. It turns out we did majority of trips on Ubers. So obviously Uber's out of the bank. So if you are, I mean, it didn't really make no difference to us, because we're not too fussed about it. But if you are on a budget and you've got a set amount that you want to spend, leave some money back in your bank set to one side for Ubers, because obviously it's all from the bank. Most of the time they are substantially cheaper than taxis, depending on what you're doing, but most of the time they are, and they're a lot more convenient because you can order it to your time. So we probably went through about $100 worth of Ubers while we were there. Obviously come out of his bank, but yeah, that's £100 next time that we're probably leaving his bank. So yeah, just that's what we learned, that's what we knew and didn't know. And overall, you know, it were brilliant. Weather were good. We went first week in September. We was in a heat wave, so it was probably too hot, especially for me, as you can tell. But yeah, it were good time to go. The expensive eat places I would pre-book. For example, we went to Prime at Bellagio earlier seen, and we could not have got any closer to the fountains. And I asked them for a table there. She said, because you've pre-booked, you've already got this. So that is one bit of advice I would be able to give. If you've not eaten at an expensive place before, that is well worth pre-booking, because you will get the seats that you want more than if you just rock up. Service is so much better than in England. That's one thing we noticed, hence why you pay a tip. You definitely don't mind paying it, because they're just so much more attentive, and it's just an overall miles better service. Take as much money as you can. That would be my advice, because it's just so expensive, and the more you take, the more you'll enjoy yourself, because you won't be thinking, oh, I don't want to spend this, I don't want to spend that. I've obviously run over the Uber situation. Prefer Uber over taxi. That's just myself, but I just think it's easier to be able to plan stuff. Your M Life cards, even if, as I mentioned before, even if you don't get comps, they do offer discounts on shows as well. So we went to see Shimlin, as you'll have probably just seen a couple of pictures, but we couldn't film it. So having seen Shimlin, we got 20% off just because we had a player's card, and that we had baseline entry Sapphire. So 20% off basically covers your entertainment tax, Nevada entertainment tax. It basically covers paying that. And that's just by having the player's card, so it's well worth doing. Another thing that I would advise is sign up to every players club that you can, because you get free play on them all, or most of them. You just ask when you go there. We went to Caesars to Paris on the last day. We had no intention of gambling in any Caesars properties really. I got a free £10, I think it were, in Caesars. In Paris, but on my Caesars card, and we turned that £10 into £50 or so free play. So yeah, £50 for nothing, just for signing up. Another thing is, you're in a desert, it's really, really hot, as I've just mentioned. Weather were really good, but always try and keep a bottle of water on you. There'll be people selling them outside at streets for $1. You can buy them in shops for $3 or $4. Restaurants, you'll probably pay even more than that, but it's worth knowing to always have a bottle of water on you. If anyone's just seen me curtain move, I promise you it's not a ghost. Even though we are near Halloween, it's me dog. And last thing not least is, if you wanted to drink a lot, I'd buy drinks from the shops like your Walgreens or CVS, just because it's a lot cheaper than buying from like somewhere like Fat Tuesdays or anywhere down Link Promenade. I mean, if you're wanting to do that sort of thing, you can do, and obviously there's plenty of them about. But I think we end up paying $60, which, like I say, at the time were about 55 quid, just for two iced slush alcoholic drinks like that, when I'd have probably been better with just a beer from shop for 6 or 7 quid. So yeah, go to the shops to stock up on stuff. That's one mistake we did make. And overall, just enjoy it. It is such a good place. Like, I've been wanting to go for so many years. It's everything I could have imagined it to be and more. My wife was a bit on the line about it, but even she's convinced that we want to go back next year. I can't recommend it enough. And lastly, thanks to everyone that's given me so much support on this vlog. Everyone that I've mentioned anything to, they've said how well that the channel's doing in such a short space of time, and I honestly cannot thank you enough. It'd be amazing if you can tune into me other trips regarding Vegas. If not, I kind of get it, because a lot of people just want to do Vegas. I will be doing Vegas again next year, 100%, barring a COVID pandemic again. But yeah, thank you so much for the support. We're well on his way to building channel, so I can't thank you enough. And if anybody needs any advice, I mean, there's a lot more people with a lot more advice than me, but anyone needs any advice on anything like that, feel free to drop me a message. So thank you for watching, guys, appreciate it, and I will see you in December when I've been to Paris. Thank you.